Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm sharing 4 fun ways you can add vinyl to Valentine's Day decor using all items from the Dollar Tree. I love buying supplies at the Dollar Tree for crafting. Let me know some of your crafting staples that you buy at the Dollar Tree in the comments below. First, I'm going to be making the Dunn inspired candles from Dollar Tree. I found these long, narrow candles from there, and I didn't realize that they had those, so I thought those were really neat and would look really cool with the Dunn style font. If you don't know who Dunn is, she created this pottery that some of the pieces can be pretty unique, but I found a font called the Skinny that looks really similar to the Dunn style. So I like to do a lot of DIY inspired Dunn projects. I downloaded the font from dafont.com. I'll go over to my text and I already have it pulled over to Cricut Design Space. So I'm just going to search for the Skinny. Now I'll just type in the words that I want to go on the candle. Now I'm going to size these. I'm going to be turning them so they're on its side going vertical on the candle. So I'm going to make the height 2 inches. I like to just use a measuring tape or a ruler, and I use that on the blank that I'm going to be adding the vinyl to. Then that helps me figure out what sizing to do. Now I'm going to click on Make It. I'm going to move these over just a little bit just to make it easier to cut this out to weed it. Now I'll click on Continue. The vinyl that I'm going to be using is Cricut's Shimmer Vinyl. I've cut this out before and I used just the regular vinyl setting and it seemed like it didn't cut it out as well, so I am going to search for the Shimmer Vinyl. I'm not sure why there's 2 of these, so I'm just going to select one of them, then I'll hit Done. Now I'll show you on my machine how I cut this out. This is Shimmer Vinyl from Cricut. It came in a roll and has quite a few bubbles. I usually just pick up the vinyl from the backing and place it back down, then use my brayer or scraper tool to get the bubbles out. I weed out my design. These letters are so thin that you have to do it pretty slowly. Even though it looks like I'm doing it really fast, I just sped up the video. I'm using Expressions Vinyl Transfer Tape. I like to use this or the Duck brand contact paper. They both work really well if you're looking for a good transfer tape. I will leave both of those links below in my description box if you are interested. Here's the candle that I found at the Dollar Tree. I applied the decal to the candle. Dunn is normally black, but I thought it would be cute to make it pink. Now I do the same thing for the other 2, and I just love how these turned out. I found these wood hearts at the Dollar Tree. These are fun blanks that you can add anything to. I even picked up a couple for my kids to paint on. I also found these paint trays at the Dollar Tree. It comes with multiple in a pack. I've bought some on Amazon before, but like to buy them at the Dollar Tree if I can find them there. I paint this white with my Waverly chalk paint. I buy this at Walmart and it's my favorite paint to craft with, but you can use any paint that you like. I'm going to click on my uploads again. Then I'm going to choose this Happy Valentine's Day with the trucks with the hearts coming out of it. This SVG is available for Patreons again, and once again you can use this for personal or commercial use. I am going to switch this around quite a bit. So what I'm going to do is ungroup this. Since this is all hand drawn, there is a ton of layers. To make it easier, I'm going to ungroup, then I'm going to group certain pieces together. So for Happy part of this is separate, so I am going to drag over this. This is the easiest way to do it. Sometimes you can look over in your layers panel, but when you have so many layers, it's easier to do it this way. Then I'm going to click on group. I'm going to move that to the side. Now I'm going to highlight over all of Valentine's. I want to make sure I include everything like the dot to my eye and the parentheses. Then I'm going to group that together. Now I'm going to grab the truck. I'll select that. The tires are separate, so I am going to select those. You can see in the layers panel, all three of those are highlighted. I'm going to group those together. I'm going to move that to the side. Then I'm going to go over to my hearts. I'm going to make some pink and some red. So I am just going to do that right now. I just went in and kind of did every other for the pink and red. Now what I want to do though is attach all the pink together, and I want to attach all the red together. It just makes it a lot easier to line everything up. So I'm just going to select this, and then I'll hit shift on my keyboard and highlight just the pink hearts. Sometimes it looks like the red hearts are selected, but if you look in the layers panel, you can see that just the pink hearts are selected. Now I'm going to click on attach. I'm going to move this out of the way just to make sure it's all attached. Yep. Then I am going to do the same thing for the red hearts. And I'll go down and click attach again. Next, I'm going to make the truck pink. Since all of these are grouped together, when you select it, it will turn everything pink. Now I want to make Valentine's pink. For happy and day, I'm going to leave it black. The next thing that I'm going to do is go over to my shapes, then I'll find a heart. This makes it easy for me to line everything up since I'm going to be adding this to a heart. I'm going to size this now. I'm going to switch the height to 8.5 inches since that is around how tall it is. I might make it closer to 8.75 inches. I'm going to switch this to a white color to help me just visualize this. I'm not actually going to do anything with this heart, but it just helps me line everything up and size everything. Now I am just going to send this to the back, and I will just start lining everything up. I'm going to bring my truck down here. Then I am going to group this together so it stays around the same size. Now I'm going to bring the truck up to the heart and make it smaller. I'm going to do the same thing for this. I'm going to highlight over these and make these smaller as well. Now I'm just going to kind of move things around and line it up until I like how it looks. I like how this looks, so now I'm going to delete that heart. I have happy just grouped together, but I actually want to attach that, so I could have done that right away at the beginning. Also with day, I have that grouped. You want to make sure to attach these so it'll look like this when you cut it out. All of these I grouped together, so I actually probably should have just attached it. But I'll just go in and attach all of these. The hearts, I know that I already attached those, so now I'll click on Make It, and it'll separate all of these by color. So here's the black, the pink. For the pink, I might just move it over here so there's more room for me to cut this out. Then for the red, here's the red. I'll click on Continue. I'll select Vinyl to cut this out. The Cricut will cut out all the vinyl colors, then I'll weed out the designs, then add my transfer tape to each piece. Then I will add each decal to the heart. I add some pink and white garland and it's done. I picked up these heart-shaped boxes at the Dollar Tree. They were over by the wrapping paper section, and I thought it would be so cute to turn these into candy hearts. I wanted my yellow to be a more pastel color, so I mixed it with my white paint. Then I start painting the box. Next, I paint the box with a pink color that I already had, and this was already a pastel color, so I didn't mix it with any of the white paint. After both of those were done, I painted on a second coat. I have another image here. This is also a Patreon image, and I thought it was so cute. All I'm going to use from this image though is the Be Mine words and the sweet pea. I'm going to click on Ungroup. Then I'm going to highlight over sweet pea. I will attach that together. Then I'm going to go up to Be Mine and select all of the letters. Actually, I think I'm just going to move the heart out of the way. And I will just highlight over this, then click attach. I'm just going to get rid of these. I really like to just highlight over everything. It makes it so much faster. Now I'm just going to size this. I'm going to make it 2 inches for the width. These will be pink as well. You can tell that I really like pink and it's my favorite color. With Valentine's Day, it gives me the opportunity to do all kinds of projects with the color pink. Let me know in the description box what your favorite color to craft with is. Now I'll click on Make It. Then I am going to just select vinyl again for my settings. Once again, the Cricut will cut out the vinyl and I will weed it out, add the transfer tape, then add it to the heart-shaped boxes. For my last project, I found these Valentine's Day signs at the Dollar Tree and decided to hot glue these together and paint them white. I ended up doing 2 coats of paint. I'm going to click on my uploads, then choose this SVG. I use this SVG in my Target DIY Valentine's Day video, and I'm going to use it in this one also. I'm just going to use the XOXO part. I'm going to go over here and click Ungroup. Then I'm going to delete love. First, I'm just going to delete these 2. Then I'm going to size these. The X, I'm going to make 4.75 inches for the height. And I just measured my area to see how I wanted to size this. This is pretty narrow and I wanted the X to be a little bit wider, so I'm going to go up to the top, then click unlock, then I'm going to change the width to 3 inches. Now I'm going to go over to my O and I'm going to make this 4.75 inches as well. I like the size that it's at for the width, so I'm just going to keep that just like that. Then I'm just going to duplicate each. Now I'm going to highlight over these. I'll change the color to pink, which I really don't have to. I can just leave it black because it's all going to be the same color. But now I am just going to click on Make It. I'll choose vinyl and I'll show you how I make this. I go through the same process, then add the XOXO decals to the signs. Here's how it looks in the end. All of these projects were super fun to make and I just love how they turned out. Thank you so much for watching. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Let me know what your favorite craft was and subscribe to my channel if you're new. And don't forget to check out my Patreon account in the description box below.